Hello, I'm ABX Toycat, and welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft Xbox Updated Ventures Let's Play. This is a Let's Play I do on my channel where I've been playing through the various updates that have come out for Minecraft on the Xbox 360, building stuff, killing stuff, and of course destroying stuff. And today I have a bit more of a laid-back, casual episode of the Let's Play, because instead of starting or working on a brand new project, in my world, like, I recently started renovating this house, for instance, I'm going to be doing the stuff that I normally would do in survival, because I've been playing this world a lot more just to chill out recently. And I'm going to be doing the stuff, you can almost call it behind the scenes, that I don't usually do on episodes, but yet it constitutes a lot of my time here. So, for instance, I'm going to be getting the next 3 levels I need to get to level 31, so I can fix up my pickaxe. Then we're going to be doing some of the things I like to do with that, and that's what I'm going to be doing gameplay-wise, but also kind of conversation? Yeah, I guess conversationally-wise, as far as what I'm talking about, I want to be a bit more casual of that too, and just kind of just feel out a new format for Let's Play, so hopefully that is something you do enjoy. If you do, please do wait till the end of the video, or until you stop watching, till you leave a comment, because I'd very much appreciate feedback by the end of the episode or whatever. But yeah, so let's start by mentioning what spurred this whole thing on, because the Let's Play really has been a big part of my channel, really since it started, growing, really, I guess you could say, because although I've been on YouTube 6 years now, the last 3 years have, I went from, in the first 3 years, I went from 0 to 200, and in the next 3 years, I went from 200 to, I think we hit 330,000 recently, so, or like 335,000, whatever it is, the number we're at today. So basically, in the last 3 years, the major 3 years of my channel, the Let's Play's been kind of a mainstay, and it's really interesting to me that it has lasted that long. Not many series on YouTube do last 3 years. YouTubers usually last around 3 years or more or something like that, but a single series is kind of interesting. And since, this series has changed so much, I always do wonder, because it used to be the main series. This was, where most people came into the channel from, and where most people were watching, and it was the daily series and everything, and now it's become something else. It's, to be entirely honest, it's one of the underperforming series on the channel, and that always, makes me wonder, because the thing I think people used to like the series for, correct me if I'm wrong here, if you've been around a while, and if you haven't, I guess, don't correct me if I'm wrong, or correct me anyway. Feel free to do whatever you want. But, the thing I think people used to like from this is that because, I really liked, I got really into Minecraft, and I researched pretty much everything I did. I basically became like a Minecraft information sponge, and there was just a bunch of weird facts that people would like to get from the Let's Play. That seems to have now been spun out into the rest of the channel. You could basically summarize my channel by saying Toycat knowledge, but I do wonder where that leaves the Let's Play, because it's not something I do so often. I'm not, talking about how, fires last all the time on Netherrack, but not on Soul Sand, or random just words like that. And instead, I do wonder what the Let's Play is about, because, a lot of people might just say, be yourself and then see what happens or something. But being yourself, I do like it as a piece of advice, but it's not really the most specific advice in the world, because the thing about being yourself is there isn't just one version of yourself. There isn't, it's a concept called character masks, where when you speak to different people, so we're going to go deep here today, apparently, but when you speak to different people, you are kind of a different person. When you speak to your parents, you're a different version of you than the version of speaking to your friends. I'm sure you must all have the same thing. And there's nothing inherently wrong with that. That's how humans operate. If you were the same person to everyone, not many people would like you. You'd have, one friend, and that's kind of just how humans work. It's, like I said, it's called character masks. It's its whole own thing, and it's kind of an interesting concept to me, because, when it comes to YouTube, which character mask do I wear, per se? Because, there is a lot of different versions of you, and that's, I guess, where the real questions come from. Do you like these chill conversations? Do you like it when it's fast talking, pow, 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 and knowledge, I'm building this thing, that thing? Is it the really exciting builds that actually lures people in? Do you not like these episodes where we're just talking about, I don't know, apparently talking about YouTube and character masks, or is it the stuff when it comes to, building the desert temple? That's, I like the idea of that builder, but is that the thing people like? It's one of those things that's tricky to tell. So I'd very much appreciate if you do leave in your comment, what exactly you do like the series, because it is something that is really tricky to precisely work out, because I'm me. I try to make videos I like, but that doesn't necessarily I have any idea what you guys like. I just try my hardest and see what happens, and that's kind of interesting to me. So yeah, that'd be appreciated. And just another thing while we're on this chill kind of thing anyway is because on my second channel, I recently made a vloggy video talking about bad memory stuff, and people really seem to just like me straight up talking about stories and stuff. And I wonder if it's just because it's an oddity, or if it's something that people actually like. It's one of those things that's always tricky to gauge. So yeah, that's that. If you're wondering, by the way, that was on Why Your Memory Sucks, and I think, like, I hopefully taught some people a thing or two, because a lot of people, like, this is actually a serious issue when it comes to, I think, history, law, quite a few, like, parts of the world, like, parts of lore, I guess. A lot of people just assume their memory is this flawless thing, and that can be a really problematic thing, because, if you assume you, like, if you, for instance, if you get robbed and you get, I don't know, attacked, like, you assume you know what the person looks like, and you give them a description or something, so you'll be like, oh, he was 5'8", he was, I don't know, Hispanic, he was, just saying all these things about him, but in reality, you don't actually have any idea, and if you don't know that your memory's flawed, then it's really hard to work out why that is, and, maybe that helps someone out. But, yeah, speaking on the same front as the memory thing, something I've been thinking about a lot recently, because I know it started recently coming up again, is kind of dreams. Dreams are powerful. I'm sure you will have dreams, or you've had dreams at some point. I'm pretty sure dreams are like something we as humans share. Please don't get me blazed. Okay, I'm safe. But yeah, dreams is something I think we as humans share. That's a thing, right? And the thing about dreams, though, is they're, like, super, super powerful. Like, your brain genuinely makes you think that stuff is happening to you, and that's such a weird thing to me. Like, you'd figure, I mean, if we were working on the ideal brain, we'd make it so that it's like it's a movie happening. So that way, if you need to stop at any time because, I don't know, you hear noises or something, you can wake up and do that. I mean, we don't understand sleep at all, so there probably is a good reason why sleep works the way it does. But it's still really interesting to me that, it does do that thing that it does. So, the reason I bring this up is because something to do with dreams that's, like, kind of terrifying to me, and it actually happens to me not on a regular basis, but on, like, an almost regular basis, is, like, because the people in your dreams and the places in your dreams, they're not usually real places. Sometimes they are, but they're usually based on, like, a combination of things from your real life. Like, they aren't just random people there, they're based... So for instance, you might have, to make a simplified version, you have two friends, Cindy and Mindy. There we go, that's awesome, isn't it? Like, they have rhyming names too, I guess they must be friends. But, if you have two friends, Cindy and Mindy, then, you might combine the face from Cindy with, the rest of Mindy or something. Just making up stuff here. I don't know why their names have to rhyme. But, that's how your brain works if you're not familiar. I believe that's, like, a proven thing. But the reason this comes up is because that means the people that your brain makes up for your dreams don't really exist. But yet you can have, because, it is kind of real. Also, did I make two iron shovels? Oops. Because it's not really real, they feel real, but they don't exist at the same time. And it's really weird to me that your brain literally creates people and then destroys them when you kind of wake up. And I honestly, like, sometimes I wake up and I'm, like, kind of heartbroken at what happens in my sleep. Like, it is, like, a weird thing that it happens that way. And I do wonder if there's, like, a way to... I guess... the easiest way to avoid that would be to, what do we call it? What's the words I'm looking for? Lucid dream. So if you lucid dream, then, because if you don't know, you dream like 7 times a night. I guess you could, extend your dreams by several times. If you're wondering whether, I'm just gonna grab some dirt while I'm here. You might as well. I've got a shovel. But yeah, so basically, if you learn to lucid dream and control your dreams, then you can kind of, last in one dream for as long as you want, and then keep recreating the same people. But still, it's the fact that you have to kind of do that to make people... It's weird to me that the brain can do that, yet still be emotional and stuff at the same time. But the reason I mention that is because if you think about all these cool things that you can do in dreams, like, lucid dreaming is one of the coolest things ever. Like, if it's a skill you can pick up, I've tried a few times, then you get a lot of cool benefit out of it. Like, you really, really do, because, being able to basically... Because, right now we have 8 hours a day where we're basically unconscious, we might remember something. If you're lucid dreaming, not only are you more likely to remember your dreams, or I think being more likely to remember your dreams makes you able to lucid dream more, but, either way it works both ways. Not only do you remember more of your dreams, so you kind of don't waste that time, but you also get to have a lot more fun in them. You get to live those fantasies you don't get to do in your real life. Instead of having to spend, thousands on a trip to somewhere, you can do it in a lucid dream, and... the fact that that's so prevalent makes me think that, so one of the predictions as to, like, what's going to happen with the human race is, that eventually what we're going to do is we're going to, not the human race, but, like, any race, is the reason, we haven't seen any other races is because instead of deciding to conquer the galaxy, which is, such a, such a human thing to think, like, being like Columbus, but just going across the galaxy, conquering it, instead of doing that, what we figure people must do is once they get enough power, you can just kind of make... Okay, so think of, the Oculus Rift virtual reality. You can just make ultimate virtual reality that's like you have, every human lives this ultimate paradise. And to me, that's like, that kind of makes sense as the ultimate thing. Because if you think about dreaming, it's kind of like we have a basic version of that built into us as a species. And it's kind of interesting. Like, if you think about it, like, we can dream right now off dreaming. Like, if that makes any sense. Like, so instead of... Because right now we kind of get to dream for 8 hours a day, then we have to be... I think even if you really, really try, you can sleep for like 12 hours a day, but your body won't let you sleep all the hours in a day. What if that's like a built-in... Maybe that's us as a species uniquely, but what if that's like a built-in like target, like, you know, kind of like how, you know, gorillas, or not gorillas, that's a bad example, like some lions are always probably thinking about meat and how tasty it is and stuff. What if we dream for 8 hours a day to remind us that's the end goal of the species or something? I don't know, just something I was thinking about, like, I guess that's kind of like too deep for you and stuff, but, you know, just weird stuff like that always gets to me. So, the reason, I think the reason I started this whole thing is, yeah, dreams are powerful and scary, and there's a lot of stuff going on with them, and it's kind of weird like that. So, yeah, that's my little dream thoughts I came up with. I think lucid dreaming is a really cool thing. If you're wondering, by the way, if you're listening to that whole thing, being like, oh, I'd love to learn how to control my dreams, you actually can control your dreams. All you have to do is, also, it's so bumpy going upstairs. All you have to really do, so we're going to put some cobblestone away because we have too much of it. All you have to really, if you want to lucid dream, it's actually a pretty easy task. But, like, it just means you have to learn, like, I think there's a few ways you can learn. Like, first of all, have a dream journal, so you can write down what happens in dreams, and that way, when it happens again, you'll get deja vu, and you'll be like, it's a dream. But second of all, just doing some basic stuff, like, if you have a watch, always check your watch, and, like, stare at it for, like, 2 seconds, and if the seconds change, then it's not a dream. Like, in your dreams, apparently your brain can't make time move, which is, I don't know, it's just one of those weird things that, like, people, we as a species have worked out our brains can't simulate time, which, I don't know, it's kind of weird to me. I guess that would probably explain why, you know, when someone tells you something's coming in, like, a week, you're like, you're kind of bummed, and for me, at the very least, I have to kind of just pretend something's not happening, then be surprised when it does happen in a week. If, like, you know, if someone tells me, like, oh, we can have pizza, I'm like, oh, yeah, pizza, and they're like, next week, it's just, like, not even going to be excited about that, because it's so far away or whatever. And I know that's just, I think these thoughts make some sense. Hopefully, you know, you got something out of those. Even if you didn't, then we're currently in the big pit of my Minecraft world. This is where I'm going to be destroying a second chunk, if you're wondering. I did destroy an entire chunk, and here's going to be a second one now. So, yeah, that's the thing I'm going to do. So one thing, you know, a couple of things, actually, I want to kind of get off the chest while we're here, actually, is people are always suggesting that I should play Terraria. But again, I think, like, what I really seem to... What people seem to like from me and what I seem to like doing is, you know, doing these informative style Minecraft videos. But, like, I don't think I can't pick up Terraria. I don't know why it is, but, like, that game I tried picking up at first, and I know I had fun with what I was doing, but I was just not as good as most people. And now it's just been too long that it's like, oh, okay then. And the thing about Terraria to me is I don't know how it's still successful. Like, I know Minecraft I thought was the only indie game that could make it last, but it looks like maybe there's something about those two games because of their YouTube presence, but both Minecraft and Terraria have, like, super, you know, outlasted a lot of other things. Like, think about any other game from 2009 or 2010, I think both those games are, that are, like, still seeing massive play today. Like, I don't think there is any. Like, maybe League of Legends on the PC? But no, Terraria and Minecraft have lasted, so, I guess if anyone's been playing for the majority of those years, it's one of those things I'd like to know about. Because I have actually been playing since, well, I played in 2010, 11, I really don't even know the dates. And then I've been playing since 2012. And to me, it's just, you know, there's always things to do and stuff. But I wonder what it is for most people. Because, you know, a lot of games I still play, people don't play. Like, I still pick up, actually, that's a good question. I still pick up Call of Duty 4 from time to time. And I guess that might be considered a game that's worth playing still. But it really is weird that games as a medium, like, they only last for 2 years and then they're kind of gone. Like, people put their, like, kind of lives into these games and stuff, and in some cases it pays off, but in some cases the game has literally never been played again. And that must be almost depressing for a developer. Like, to... maybe I just don't understand, but also, isn't there meant to be a staircase somewhere around here? I got lost, I think. But yeah, it must be weird as a developer to, you know, make something and then for no one to ever see it again. That's gotta have some effect on someone. Maybe. Or maybe I'm being dramatic about the whole thing. Also, it looks like I was 2 blocks to the left of where I should have been, which I don't know how that makes sense. So yeah, hopefully you picked up something or other from what we've done in the video so far. I have actually repaired the pickaxe, and because it's got unbreaking, I love that it can last for like 6,000 swings. Hopefully you enjoyed the casual style of conversation in this video. It was just meant to be like, here are some things I want to talk about. I really like space. I love the idea of what's going on there. I'm always interested in dreams, and when there's like a PSA like that, like the memory thing, like I think that's sometimes it's like, not necessarily for the greater good, but like just one of those things that if someone convinces you otherwise first, it can be tricky to not remember. And if it's just one of the... Okay, so, I guess we're not going on just yet, but there are some things where I guess this is kind of like where political parties and stuff come in, but like when there's a lot of beliefs that if someone tells you first of all, it's really hard to unconvince you, even if you're wrong, and because, a lot of people don't believe they're wrong. So, if you think about... I don't know, like, just, this whole gay marriage thing, for instance. Like, people are just on one side or the other. You don't see people often switching. It's just something people decide on and then they do. And issues like that are bad. And I think issues like that, that particular issue, I don't know if it has the correct answer, but it has the obviously more popular answer. I think issues like that are ones that you should just be on the right side of, and then... Basically, I don't know, like, those are the issues we should teach people about. The issues where you might change your mind over your life, like, there's a lot of things I've changed my mind. Even in the last, like, year, there's a lot of things I changed my mind about, like, I know things like, I'm trying not to be political ever, because that's a really, really bad idea, but if you think about stuff like, what have I changed my mind on? That, like, Minecraft related, I guess. I used to really, really like just doing entirely awful-looking things, for the, like, kind of like artsy project style. But now, I do like it to look kind of good and kind of awful at the same time. And maybe over time I'll start being one of those, builder guys that does, like, the really, really serious stuff. That's something that might happen over time. And it's just kind of intriguing to me on these issues. When there's an issue like this, I think we should just say, yeah, let's teach people the right one. Because I don't know what it is about, issues like that make... I guess it's when it's something to do with yourself. If you internalize it, people don't like to change their perception of their self. Like, it just kind of happens to you. Like, you don't like to tell yourself, like... Yeah, well, like, sometimes you do, but, like, I don't want to tell myself, like, I don't think I'm let's just say, I don't think I'm a gamer anymore. I don't think I play enough games to be a gamer. I only get to play, like, 2 or 3 hours of games a day. Doesn't make me a real gamer. Let's just say, in that example. I don't think any of that's true, but, if it was, it's hard for you to dissociate yourself with something that you used to associate with. And I think on those issues, we need to teach people. So, I think I said something in there. Let me know what you think of this style of video in the comments down below. I might do with another one of these, or I might do another one of the other videos. Maybe I'll alternate. Maybe I'll try both at the same time. But hopefully you learned some words. If you did, please do like the video and let me know. It helps out the channel a lot and lets me know you do like it. Share it if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this, well, not like this, but I make Minecraft videos every single day, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.